Hello everyone, today we are going to talk about how to be disciplined. First of all, we have certain key points. Once we determine these key points, our process of becoming disciplined will happen very quickly. The first of these is to focus on a single thing. No one becomes a disciplined person in a single day, and their life doesn't change all of a sudden. That is why, before starting anything, we need to decide what is going wrong in our lives, what we think is missing, and identify the points where we feel inadequate one by one. This is the first step. After identifying these, we need to decide which one is more essential for us, which one is more important to us. At this point, after making a decision, we need to draw up a 1-month program and make ourselves a notch better than before in this regard. If we try to make it perfect all at once, we are highly likely to face a very serious failure in the short term. We need to make it better with small improvements and prove to ourselves at the end of the month that we have become better at this. This proof mechanism promises us lasting self-confidence. Once we start gaining this lasting self-confidence and seeing that we have gained it, our lives will begin to change. We will start to be more eager for certain things, and we will improve these points we mentioned in our lives one by one. When we get a little bit better at all of them, we will be much more confident, and this confidence will reflect on other areas of our lives as well. For example, we will be better at communication. Our communication with people will improve, and the reason for this will be the self-confidence we gained. A human being cannot gain anything through the power of thinking alone unless they see real progress. Thinking keeps keeping us in the swamp. The more we think, the more we sink into the swamp and enter a spiral of thoughts. And this limits our ability to take action. No matter what we feel, no matter what emotional state we are in, no matter what we think, action is always the greatest deed to scatter these dark clouds. Therefore, the first step is to identify the points. The second step is to be consistent. Actually, these two run parallel to each other. What we mean by being consistent is to be consistent about the goal we set at the beginning during this 1-month period, and to try to improve ourselves little by little. By little, I don't mean running in place. It means thinking about how to make this point better. But when our dopamine levels in our dopamine system start to drop halfway through the journey, we must ignore our feelings and keep going. Because you made this decision at your smartest moment, which was the beginning. You thought this was the most optimal thing for you, the right thing. Halfway through the journey, under the influence of your hormones and due to the drop in your dopamine hormone, you will not turn yourself back to the beginning. You will completely disregard your emotional state, be consistent at least to see the result of this 1 month, and continue with the self-improvements you need to make in your life. But here is the critical point. Just like I said at the very beginning, a single area. Trying to improve yourself in multiple areas will cause fatigue in the short term because your body and your mentality are not ready for multiple changes right now. Right now, motivation videos we see on Instagram Reels promise that people can change their lives in a single day and that you will suddenly wake up as a different person. This is absolutely impossible, and it actually shows you how empty they are. You will realize this at the end of this 1 month. The reason I insist on this 1 month is for you to try it whether you find this path logical or illogical, and at the end of the day, after seeing that progress in yourself, after seeing that slight difference in progress and mentality, after seeing that gain in self-confidence, you will meet me on the same page anyway. This is the critical point here. By the end of this 1 month, most of us will probably be on the same page anyway. The real turning point will be after this 1 month. Why will it be after 1 month? Once you see this, you will now become a self-confident person. I promise you that you will be more confident than before, and at the same time, you will realize that the power to change things in your life is within you. You don't need to feel motivated to start this. You don't need to feel happy. What you feel doesn't matter. We just need to do it. Just give yourself a chance for 1 month with small improvements. For example, do you want to establish a studying habit? If you want to establish a studying habit, if you want to turn this into a skill in your life, you need to promise yourself to study for 1 hour every day for this whole month, but without missing a single day of this month, and do it without giving a single lapse for an entire month. If you are ready for this journey with me, we will embark on a new journey together. But first, you need to be ready, just like I said. If you are ready, let's start together. With regular videos, I promise how this process will work, how you will become a different person in a month, and that in the long run you might change to a degree that you won't even recognize yourself in a good way. And we will prove how this promise of mine will come true with a handful of people who will move forward with me. You will watch my regular YouTube videos like a lesson and try to integrate them into your life. I wish you all the best of luck. See you around.